I would like to do a little practice, a little explanation, a little tutorial about lines, and it's about lines that have a certain dynamic in them, a certain liveliness. So if you draw a line like this, that's a relatively straight line, but it's quite boring. But if you draw a line like this, then you have here this variation in pressure. So here it is dark, a little lighter, darker again. So if you are drawing something, it's much more interesting to have lines which have certain development in them, from a bit intense to very light. So if you draw, a face or something, you have these lines which have a certain dynamic in them, a certain liveliness. So if you go practice this, I would try to create lines that, and put 10 lines in a row or something on the paper, but try to make those lines dynamic. So you have these lines that you put on the paper, and you just put some more pressure at certain spots, like this. You can even have a certain rhythm in that, a certain pulse. You can even make an abstract drawing of this. So you see, if you have such a line or such a line, it's a whole difference in liveliness, in dynamic. And I sometimes call it the heartbeat of drawing. So if you want to practice this, just put 10 lines next to each other and vary the pressure of the pencil on the paper. And yeah, I think that if you do this a few times, that you will see that your lines have a certain dynamic in them, that you can learn how to make a single line even interesting, instead of having these lines which, a line like this can be quite boring. Not always. Maybe you have a purpose for a drawing that you just want to use these lines, that's okay, but I think that with the practice like this, you learn to vary the pressure on the pencil, and yeah, I think that's a good practice.